Greetings YouTube, Sega Zombie here, and as promised, this is another hardware pickup that I got after the London Gamer Market. Now, as you can see, the Vectrex was in a sorry state, but I've been spending some TLC, some quality time with it, and I've got all the paint off. I've really cleaned her up. As you can see, she's turned out really quite nice. Now, Bradley Croft got hold of this for me. I think he got it off a local. We haggled the guy down because it was in a sorry state, but as you can see, I've got all the paint off the top there. I've cleaned all the screen up. And as you can see here, I have a new controller. Now, this has been customed and painted red. I got this off eBay. It wasn't cheap. I was a little disappointed because it's not in quite the condition I was hoping, but it works. As you can see, the only thing I'm missing now is this little switch here. Now, you can't really see it with the light, but there should be a little dial on that, and it's just a reset switch. So I'm on the lookout for one of those. If any of the viewers can help me, that would be great. But yeah, there's the pad. I quite like the red buttons. Gives the pad a real arcadey feel with those red buttons, I believe. Now let's take a closer look at what my original pad looked like. All that tape. Very nasty. I've cleaned that tape off. I've tried my best to restore her, but unfortunately this pad has taken some pretty bad damage. Obviously these pads are quite unreliable, I believe, and this one has been prized open because it's not easy to get to the screws on these and it's damaged. Whereas this one, I believe, has been opened, as there's holes there, but they've not damaged the casing, so when it's all packed away it looks really nice. Moving back to the original bundle, these two games came with it. It is Cosmic Chasm, which, yeah, it's not a bad little game. The cart's in really good condition, all working, which is great. But the game I was really excited about was this one, and that is Scramble, a great conversion on the Vectrex, and I'll show you that a bit later. And then this little interesting adapter I've got, this little mod here, tipped off by Pete Armour. He linked me to a website. The guy is in Australia. He sent me this adapter, and it allows you, you've guessed it guys, to plug in a Sega Mega Drive pad into the Vectrex. Now, how cool is that? I've yet to try this out. I've saved it for this video, so I'll be really interested to see how well that plays, because the Vectrex pads are very loose, very worn. And then the second thing I got is this, and it's the Vectrex 72 game multi-cart. This recently turned up literally a day or so ago. A big shout out to Kev McDonald on Retro Round. Cheers bud, he done me a great deal on that. Let's not waste any time, let's turn this bad boy on. Really excited to get myself a Vectrex. I've wanted one in the collection for a long time. I had one back in the day that I picked up off a car boot sale. I can remember having half a dozen games, but this is the pack-in game, the game built into the Vectrex, and that is Mindstorm, which is like an Asteroids rip-off or clone. I do like them effects. I must apologise guys, I've tried different ways to capture footage and get a better picture for the overall visuals of the Vectrex. It's a very sharp system, but unfortunately it doesn't come across well on camera, so apologies for that. But I so want to share this with you guys. Yeah, this controller, it lets the game play down as I feared. The buttons are very slack, well played. Yeah, it's not too bad, but it's just making me want to try the Sega Mega Drive pad out, but oh, and I died. Right, yeah, these buttons, they're all a little bit loose. The joystick's a little unresponsive, so let's turn that off and let's set up this adapter mod so we can get the Sega Mega Drive pad set up. The VEC adapter here, as you can see, it's got a couple of switches on there, one for a button swap, and then we've got the auto fire button as well. So this part plugs straight into the Vectrex, and then I'll imagine this port is where you plug in your Sega Mega Drive pad. Now I'm just going to use a standard Sega Mega Drive pad for this. Just the old standard 3-button pad. Right, that's all set up. Let's move the adapter over there. And let's switch the Vectrex on and see what we got. I'm so interested to know how this is going to play, guys. I've played the Vectrex quite a bit while I've been cleaning it up. Playing my Cosmic Shazam and Scramble, and I was really let down by the controller, to be fair. I'm sure if I had a perfect one, that would be great. But yeah, this is the pad to have. Right, let's see how Mindstorm plays now. Oh, instantly. Instantly better. You feel like you've got more control. If I die now, it's going to be my own fault like that, rather than the pads. Right, let's give this a blast. I'm going to concentrate a bit here now, guys. But yeah, that's lovely and responsive. The fire button's working at the first press. Oh, and I died again. Don't believe it. Huh. So it's my skills rather than the pad. But yeah, I'm going to concentrate, go a bit quiet here. Oh, and I died again. I don't believe it. But yeah, that is really good. I really am impressed with that mod. That's a great little adapter, a really good purchase. Right, let's check out the 72 game multi-cart. I'm intrigued to see what's on this, guys. Again, I've not set this up, but that goes in the side port here, which that took a bit of cleaning. But yep, let's plug that cart straight into there. Turn it on. Oh, the anticipation. Oh, and there we go, multi-cart V1.01 MB 2008. So we've got the Sega pad at the ready. And let's go for the first game, shall we? Armour Attack. Never played this one before. Let's see what it's like. I do love these vector graphics on the Vectrex. They're awesome. This game reminds me a bit of Combat on the 2600, the old Atari. Good effects there. Look at that helicopter. It looks awesome. Wow, I'm impressed with this game. Give this a blast at a later date. Let's move on though, guys. Let's try and keep this video short and sweet. See some more original games here. Hyper Chase. Now this is a game I always wanted to play. Never actually played this game before. I've seen it on YouTube and on the likes before. Whoa! Wow, that is responsive. Yeah, I don't know if this game's really set up to have the Mega Drive pad. As soon as I'm touching to the side, I'm literally crashing straight into the side there. Yeah, not good. Oh, I'm literally just pressing it. So perhaps this is a game I need to try again using the Vectrex original controller maybe. Yeah, it's alright when you don't have to actually turn. This game makes me really want to get the overlays. Each game, original game cartridge would come with a transparent filmed overlay which you hook into the screen. I do want to try and track some of those down. Right, let's go back to the original games, guys. What? Pole Position? I didn't know Pole Position was on the Vectrex. Namco 1982, MB 1983. This will be interesting to see what this plays like. Oh wow, this was a game I loved in the arcades right back in the day when I was a lad. A great game this was. One of the first sort of like races I can remember playing. Game with them lights. Oh, I would love to have an overlay. If any of you guys know where I can buy overlays, or you know, the overlays for the screen, that would be awesome. Let me know in comments down below. So I would love to get hold of some of these. Surely someone somewhere makes these so you can sit them on. But yeah, this plays really well. Unlike Hyper Chase, this one actually controls. You can turn left and right and weave in and out of the cars, and boom, look at that effect. Awesome. Right, moving on. See what else we've got here. Oh, I'm going to have to show you Scramble, and this is such a great conversion, and it will be great to see what it's like with the Mega Drive pad. Here we go, guys. I've definitely got a brush up here on my Vectrex gaming skills. I've been blaming the controller, but I'm using a Sega Mega Drive pad now, and I'm still dying. Right, let's concentrate a bit here now, shall we? And let's see, drop some bombs there. This is such a great port on the Vectrex. I'd say it's probably one of my favourite games on the system. Plays so well. Again, them flashing lights. I'd love to get the overlays, because it's the overlays that add the colour. Oh, and I crash into a mountain. Right, let's move on. So, we're still on the original games here. Oh, let's show you Spike. Now, this is a game I did have when I had my Vectrex back in the day. And I just want to show you quickly. I can't play the game at all, but I just want to show you here the speech. Yep, the Vectrex has speech. I can remember being amazed by that back in the day. Like I said, I haven't got a clue how to play this game. And let's move on. Darn it. Now, this is a game I've always wanted to play. I'm sure this was an arcade game. Sort of like a bit like Tempest. You can actually move into the screen. Again, apologies, guys. I wish I could get a better resolution, a better picture for you. This looks sharp as for me. Let's just move out there so we can see if that's a bit better. No, not really. But you get the general idea, and this is a great in-depth game, this one. Right, let's move on. Let's see what else this multi-cart has to offer. Right, so if you press left and right, you've got the different things at the top there. You've got original game mods, which these are games that have been released, which have been hacked and had different mods done to them. Be interesting to see some of those at a later date, maybe. And these are unreleased games. Dark Tower. Now, the title of that has made me want to see what this one's all about. So let's let this load up and let's check it out. So you're walking around the forest, and there you go. You can open up a chest. This is a bit of an RPG, is it, for the Vectrex? Oh, wow, I like that effect. So now I've gone into an eerie forest there. Not quite sure why that happened. Oh, and then we go back to the normal forest. Awesome. Right, let's move on. Going through some more of these unreleased games. What else shall we try? Let's try Mindstorm 2. See if I'm a bit better at this one than I am the last one. Now, this seems to play just like the original, so I'm going to be just as bad, probably. I think this one may have been released to fix some of the errors with the original. I'm sure I read somewhere that the original Mindstorm, you can only get to a certain level. So I don't know if this fixed that. I'm not good enough to get that far. Well, I'm playing a bit better, actually, guys. I seem to be a lot better at this one. Let's see, can I finish a level? Yes, I've done it. I've finished a level. Look at that. Right, let's swiftly move on. You've got light pen games there, which I know I can't use. What's this one? Homebrew Complete Games. Yeah, there was a light pen released for the Vectrex and a 3D headset. But let's try Vectrex Frogger. Frogger, another game I used to play when I was a wee nipper. Be interesting to see how it plays. on here. Vectrex Frogger. Great use there of the Vectrex graphics. Oh, look at that. Frogger as we know it. Vectorized. Why you turn into a duck there? Is that what you're turning into? God knows. Zoom in, unfortunately. Again, not great quality there. Apologies. And that's awesome. And there we have it, guys. There is my Vectrex. I'm so chuffed to have this in the collection. Can't wait to get some overlays and, you know, add to it. A great, great system. Highly recommend it. I hope you're enjoying the channel, guys. I'm Sega Zombie. And please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And just a quick reminder that I'm admin on Retro Realm on Facebook, an awesome retro group. Come and check it out. Until the next time, goodbye.